welcome back to my channel, and today I have another story time video for you. This one is actually kind of a sensitive topic. It is about my relationship with my ex-fiance and how it ended in both of us cheating on each other and basically just trying to ruin each other's lives. So let's get right on into it if you want to hear this depressing ass shit. So basically I met my ex when I was a senior in high school. I was about 16, 17 years old. He graduated 2 years before me, so he was like 19, 20 when we met. And we actually worked at the same place. I used to be a certified nursing assistant, so I worked as a CNA in a nursing home, and so did he. And so that's how we met. We didn't meet in school, we actually met at work. And long story short, we just became friends at work, and then one thing led to another, and we started dating. So 2 years into the relationship, things started to go really sour really fast. I overheard one day one of his friends mentioning the time that he had, like, they were talking about cheating, and I was in another room, and I was walking past the room that they were in, and he was like, oh yeah, like, you've never cheated. And my ex, who we'll call, what will we call him? We'll call him, for some reason I want to call him Alan. We'll call him Alan. And so I'm walking past and Alan didn't say anything. So I was like, why would he say that? Like, maybe he cheated on his ex or something, but he's never said anything about that to me. Whatever. So we go on about our day, our lives. Maybe like a month later, it really stuck with me, and I like needed to ask him, like, have you ever cheated, like, on me or an ex? Like, if it was on an ex, that's one thing, like, that's fine, but I wanted to know, obviously, if it was on me. And so I just asked him, and I was like, have you ever cheated? He was like, no, like, where did you get that? Like, what's going on? And I just told him, like, point blank, I overheard you talking to so-and-so, and I just wanted to know. And he was like, no, never cheated. So I took it. I believed him. I believed what he had to say. And then we roommated with friends. And one night we all got into this big argument because our friends were breaking up. She was my best friend and he was his best friend. Well, she comes to me and she was like, yo, girl, your man cheated on you too. And I was like, I already asked him. Like, he didn't do it. And she's like, no, he's lying to you. He cheated. And I was like, okay, thank you, bye. And then it really stuck with me. I'm like, why would she lie? Like, I mean, is she that immature that she's like trying to like rile me up and rile him and I up? Like, jealousy? I don't freaking know. So it really stuck with me, and I was very insecure about it. And so I was always asking, like, are you sure? Are you positive? Nothing happened. Nothing, even the littlest, slightest thing. And he was like, no. So one day, we are leaving the house, we're in my car, he's driving, I'm in the passenger seat, and we stop off, and every time I go home and I hit this stop sign, I get like sick to my stomach. And we stop at the stop sign, and he goes, well, there was this one time. And we hadn't even talked about it, like, all day, but I instantly knew what he was saying. And I was like, okay. And he was like, but it was only once, and it was a long time ago. And I was like, okay. I literally could not fathom any other words other than, okay. And so I remember going to the gas station, and I'm just like a blank, like, what do I say? What do I do? I'm literally feeling 1,000 million different emotions. I don't know what else we did that day. I remember going to the gas station. I don't know if that's all we went to. But anyways, we go home, and we get into a huge blowout argument, like throwing punches argument, okay? Like, not like beating on each other, but like pushing each other and like, how could you do this? And you're a fucking piece of shit and da-da-da. And I wanted to know every little detail. We were together for 2 years. This legit happened 2 years ago. We were dating for like a month when he cheated. And so that kind of to me was like, it was a double-edged sword, because I was like, one, I haven't known about this for 2 motherfucking years, but other people did. Like, I look like a complete idiot. But on the second hand, I was like, it happened so early on in our relationship. Like, you honestly had no idea, like, what we were going to become. Like, how could you know that we were going to be together and get engaged and all this other stuff? So it was kind of like a double-edged sword for me. So I forgave him, and I was like, it's okay, we're gonna move on. Well, it wasn't okay, and I tried to move on and I couldn't. I one day saw, and it was with his ex-girlfriend. So it was like they had just broke up, him and I got together, and then he went over to her house to pick up some things, and they did the do. So one day I'm in the park with my dog, and I see this bitch, and I was like, hold me back, hold me back. Nobody was there to hold me back. So I walk up to her and I'm like, you're a fucking slut. You're a fucking tramp. You're a fucking homewrecker. You know, like, you're a piece of shit. Like, I just went off on this girl. Keep in mind that the park I was at was right across the street from the local police station. I don't know what I was thinking. And so her and I are like dumb. And we are like head to head, shoulders up, like, let's go. You throw the first punch. And you throw, like, just stupid drama, immature shit. And so somebody called the cops. Cops come over and pull us apart and set us down. And I'm like, she fucked my boyfriend. She's like, she stole my boyfriend, so I fucked him, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, bitch, he was done with you before he ever got with me. Well, apparently he wasn't, because he went back to you. So basically they let us both go, and they said, you know, you guys need to go your separate ways, leave each other alone, like, it's not worth it. At this point I was already 18, so I was like, I don't want to go to regular jail. Like, I don't want to go to jail. So I went home. Well, Alan found out, and he was livid. And it's like, I wasn't like, oopsie. It wasn't like I actively sought this girl out. I was at the park, she was at the park, I saw an opportunity, and I took it. Probably should have punched that bitch in her fucking face, but I didn't. No, I probably shouldn't have punched her in the face, but I'm just saying. Anyways, so, where was I? Oh, so he found out, and he was mad, and I was like, listen, like, I tried to let it go, it's just really hard, I'm struggling with it, but I will eventually let it go. Well, I didn't, and I actively sought out to cheat on him to make him feel the way that I felt. Big mistake. So I did. I told him about it. I said, listen, I slept with somebody else. He freaked out. I freaked out. I was like, please, don't leave me. And he was like, you're a fucking slut. And so I was like, okay. And we ended up breaking up and calling off the engagement. We still worked together. I was like super paranoid and thinking that every girl that he was like friends with, he was like fucking. And so I was like trying to like actively I was ruining friendships that I had with people because we were mutual friends with people. So then I was like, you're fucking my ex-fiance, that's girl code, and they weren't. And so I was ruining friendships by doing that, and looking like a fucking crazy person. So yeah, so we still lived together for a little bit. I don't know why. We ended up moving apart. He ended up roommating with somebody that we worked with. And I was like adamant that they were sleeping together. And he was like, no, we're not. Well, him and I were like still sleeping together. That's why I was like so crazy. And we went away for my birthday in late August to Fort Bragg. We go every year to go camping for my birthday. And we went away, and that weekend was like, I guess our final goodbye or something because, excuse me, like our final goodbye or something because a week later he started dating that girl that he was adamant that he wasn't dating. Well, now they've been together for 8 years. They're engaged. They have a kid. So I'm happy that you guys found happiness. I found happiness because I found my true love. And all that ends well, I don't know what the fuck that saying is. All that is well should end well, whatever the fuck. So the moral of the story is don't go crazy. Like, if it ends, it ends. Don't cheat on each other because that's fucking stupid. And yeah, so that's my story of how me and my boyfriend tried to ruin each other's lives. And, you know, yeah. So, hope you like this depressing ass story time. It was a hoot to record. So if you liked it or didn't like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You know me, I'm not picky. Make sure that you subscribe because it means the world to me and I love all my subscribers. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!